What's going on, guys? It's Steve Evie here. I cannot talk because my voice is pretty much gone. But what I can say to you is that we're going to be opening this year's new video with a deck profile. This one, I'm almost complete with everything. There's like 3 cards missing, but I am actually subbing something else to substitute for it. And they're chainable cards, which I think are pretty good. It's better than what I could be using, which is Ring of Destruction. So, without further ado, Chain Burn is the deck for the start of the year. What way to start the year out with than with a Chain Burn deck, pretty much. And our one monster right here, the only monster that really matters, is Nurse Reficule, which we run a total of 3 copies of. That's our, burn card. And then we have 3 of, this is a new card that came out in Soul Fusion, Condemned Witch, which you can quick effect, attribute it to summon the Nurse Reficule. And then onto the spells, we have 2 of Banishment to search your Nurse Reficule, in the case that you don't get it right away. For our drawer power, we have a total of 3 carded Demise to get your draws going, to set up your kill. 3 of Pot of Desires, draw power basically. 3 of Pot of Duality to get your burn cards when you need them. This deck is a giant toolbox just to try and get your burn cards going. We have 2 bad reaction to Saimachi. We have 3 copies of one of our burn cards, which is Paths to Destiny, which anybody would know for a fact that this is part of Nurse Burn as a staple. And then we have 3 copies of Try and Guess. Good card. 3 of Gift Card. We have 3 copies of Reckless Greed to try and get to your draw power a little bit faster in the case that you don't have what you need right away, but you can hold off for like a turn maybe. We have 3 copies of Trap Trick to get that one other burn card that you'll be missing to kill your opponent. 3 copies of Blazing Mirror Force just to hit them when you don't, when they least expect it, and when they do, the monster will be making them take damage equal to half of the combined attack that they would be having their destroyed monsters. And our filler card, which is 3 Waboku, which I think I honestly think it's okay right now, as is. And then the extra is kind of irrelevant. You could run Fusion, Synchro, XYZs, whatever you basically think your opponent isn't going to play, and then you would call whatever the opposite of that is. So, this is kind of irrelevant, but if you actually cared, it is Moki Moki King, stuff like that. It's fusions, basically, just a lot of fusions. So, for the most part, what you want to do, if you don't know how to play the deck, it's pretty simple. You open your hand, and you want to try and get to either this card, or in some cases, you want to get to your bad reaction. These are the 2 cards that are going to make you win the game. And it's a 1-turn kill, so it's actually an OTK. It would be the FTK if you actually, started the game, but for the most part, the combination can be anything like bad reaction, Paths to Destiny, Try and Guess, and for example, a gift card. That's game right there. If your opponent would find out what you're playing, more than likely they will side against you, and they will run that stupid trap card that shuts this whole situation down, Red Reboot. So in that case, you would side against it, but this is more or less just more or less a local deck for the most part. Let me know what you guys think, and I will be doing a video, hopefully, as of, I want to say Friday. Hopefully Friday we get everything in the mail, because our next deck is a personal favorite that I haven't played in a very long time. So actually, let me see if I can find it real quick, and then I could just give you a sneak peek as to what we're going to be looking forward to. That'll give you an idea. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have watched my videos, we're looking forward to hopefully getting an invite this year. I might play Light Sworns at a regional. This is more or less also an update, just to let you guys know that the end of this month is the sneak preview for Savage Strike, We don't have the announcement as to what exactly we're getting in the set. We could get needle fiber. We could get cherubini. There's rumors floating around as to what we're getting, what we're not getting, all this other stuff. There's obviously OCG imports that usually come in when it comes down to Yu-Gi-Oh! But for the most point, there's that. And then the following week is actually the YCS Chicago, which is actually only an hour away from me, which is perfect. So I will be participating in that. I will potentially get my invite, hopefully, because they'll be doing 16-person qualifiers. All I have to do is throw together a potential Lightsworn deck and just, consistently beat an opponent down with it. And I know Lightsworn's like the back of my hand, so should be pretty easy. The other deck that I was going to potentially play was, Invoked Infernoid Lightsworns. That was what I was going to play at the regional. But this is another update as to what happened at the regional. So I was supposed to go to the regional with, it was me and my girlfriend, and we were just going to meet some people there, potentially. So what happened was, they capped at 400 people. I didn't go because I overslept. And the people who were turned away wanted to do site events, and the site events actually closed. I believe it was like an hour or two after the main event started. The main event started late. They did actually give apparently enough people enough time to actually do something as far as actually show up for the event. I think you had to be at least like 9 o'clock to actually, not be able to make it into the main event. But they ran out of prize support. I heard a lot of bad stories. I've heard stories that people got their stuff stolen, which is every event. If you're not stupid, you'll pay attention to your stuff very, very diligently. You will not give your stuff to anyone you do not know. Even if it's someone you may consider close. This is just a heads up to anybody who actually plays the game. I'm going to show you something right now. Alright, here's a card, right? I'm going to give this card, for example, the one that you just saw for the deck. Imagine this card is a $30, $40, $50 card, right? This card should stay on you all the time. And if you are giving this to a person, you should be right there, because the last thing you want to do is have your stuff stolen. This is also kind of a PSA, because I do not like people getting their stuff stolen. Nobody does. It's a terrible thing that should not happen, in my opinion. So, like I said, keep a close eye on your stuff. This does not need to happen. You just have to be very, very, very careful. I actually went to a local recently, and this deck right here, I think it was this deck, I believe I played at a local, and I got, like, I don't know, 3rd place or something like that. I don't remember. No, actually, I didn't play. What happened was I was going to participate in the event, set the deck down. One of my friends actually found it and actually gave it to the TO, the tournament organizer for the event, and he told me about it, and he said, it's a good thing he's a loyal guy, because anybody else who in their right mind would have actually stole this deck. This deck's probably worth about a good $100-200 with everything in it. That's extra side. Main, because I think the side was in there too, and the sides were evenly matched, so it could have pushed well over about $200+. I want to thank you guys for actually watching this video and staying this long. This is, like I said, it's a deck profile, it's an update, and that's also just a PSA to pay attention to your stuff. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, make sure your eyes are on your binder, your deck, your stuff, whatever you bring with you. Because somebody, they say this at regionals all the time, and I know this sounds corny, but this is the truth. Somebody would like your stuff more than you do. And if that were to happen, that's obviously a bad thing. Because I have a deck that's personal and dear to my heart. I don't know what I would do if it actually got stolen at an event. It's actually potentially going to be an event that it's going to be the deck. Sorry, I can't speak. And you barely can hear me, but my voice is very, very bad. That's for another day. This next deck profile is, as you can see, would be that. There's piles of stuff all over the place. I'm in a total mess. My girlfriend's actually in the hospital right now. You guys, like I said, if you actually do watch these videos, I appreciate it. I really do. But I will be catching up to you, hopefully sometime next month, or even before next month, because like I said, Savage Strike Sneak Preview is coming out, so there will be an update as to that. We'll probably be doing a pack opening. I really look forward to pack openings, but I usually do it on Facebook, because people people will watch that. Not always they'll watch these videos that I post on my YouTube. But again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have stayed for the full 10 minutes, there's a guy I know who does these types of videos all the time, and he has a podcast. You know, I normally don't really like to shout out people, but shout outs to him. This is Old School Duelist 12. He actually does podcast videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of other things. I really, you know, I'd love to see people do well at events, at you know, doing whatever the case they be, you know, whatever they're doing, I hope they do well at it. So you guys have been awesome for watching these 10 minutes. If you have, I'm going to get some sleep because I'm actually tired, and I haven't actually been feeling well recently, as you can hear from my voice. So we're going to cap it at probably the 11:30 mark. And like I said, thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to deck profiles. I look forward to pack openings. Can't even speak. Pack openings. And hopefully getting my invite for whatever the umpteenth time is. Because I try really hard, but, you know, not everything always works out in your favor, right? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But like I said, one thing you'll take away from this: be very, very careful. Watch your stuff. Thanks, guys. Steve Evie. I'll talk to you later.